going to talk about, this is going to trigger some guys. This is what I do. I'm a Heyoka. I'm a true Heyoka. It's going to trigger you. There's a man going through withdrawal from being away from a woman. They want me to touch on this first, okay? Little kid, you're not listening. Never the same. No, it's not the same as it was. Tell me about this guy that's withdrawing because of this woman, please. Well, scarred. This is what scarred for life looks like. All right, then. This is on the right path. This is also. This is a lot of wands here. You're only seeing her from a sexual standpoint. African. He's dating an African American and he doesn't even African behavior. I don't know what that is. You can, okay, there's a difference in your behavior since you started dating an African American. They want me to just say it. This is for one man in particular. So I can already feel that you're going to have to know that it's not you. As a woman, as a black woman, you know it's not you. Okay? There's a man out there who's also having the same problem, but they didn't put Caucasian on there. Don't kill the messenger type of shit. Now, you're putting your guard up. This is sending a message and then not. Typing a text and then not. It's driving you crazy. And now, because you're blocking this, you're doing it yourself by doing this, obviously. Pisces, possibly. There could be someone doing some kind of ritual on you as well. But, you know, there's a divine feminine. You secretly want this Libra or Taurus. Now, she gets a lot of attention from people in the community. This woman is a master manifester. She could definitely be a Taurus here. You're being distracted from this woman, but you're allowing this distraction though. You were on a certain path here. It was a path to righteousness is what it feels like. And then you surrounded yourself with someone in particular who's very jealous and could even be racist. She secretly is attracted to this woman as well, though. She doesn't like the fact that this other one gets a lot of attention. Are you surrounded? Are you with a woman that goes out of her way to get attention? Not only from you, but it feels like she likes to get attention from everybody else, too. It's an unattractive trait. You're settling is what this feels like. I don't know what the threshold is, but this one here that has a lot of self-respect, she won't even let certain men cross her threshold. Her threshold could be her. This one's actually hooking up with different men as well. So you're sitting there shaking, being with someone that you don't really want to be with. Allegedly, they said again, allegedly. Something's alleged. That you sleep around. You better shop around. You need to. You're staying with someone consistently that you're not attracted to. And then there's someone else over here that you can't stop thinking about. Who is she sleeping with? TF OL. And FN. This would be your twin flame on the other side. This is why it's like this. Your soulmate, the other half of your soul, the one that completes you, we'll say. That's why you're supposed to be with this one. You're with that one. And unless that shit comes together, this withdrawal, this love sickness is what I'm feeling, is going to get worse. People can see this, sir. Yeah, they can. Now, there are people that can they can clearly see it. They're not telling you though, and it could be that other people want this woman as well, so they're not going to point this out. What's TLF? Did I really turn that off? True love forever. Tight little Fanny. Yeah. First true love. Are you? This is what you choosing? Oh, pride and ego is a motherfucker. Wait. W-A-I-T. This came out before about waiting. You don't have the ability to wait. E-Y-O-N-V is what's left here. Accent. Oh, they want me to speak on the memory erasing. If any of you are feeling this vibration on your insides, and I was talking about how they're doing laser surgery through some virtual reality, they're removing memory from your cells. It's not necessarily your brain or a microchip, but from your cells, your cellular memory. Now, you can listen to a memory frequency, which is 40 hertz on Magnetic Minds. I listen to that one. I don't listen to it as much as I should, actually. I listen to so many frequencies, I forget about that one. Maybe we should all start listening to that. And Dr. Virtual has one for cellular memory as well. Yeah, you're cutting that. You're blind, and it's just causing. That's what it is. You blocking this is doing something to your nervous system. It feels like they're showing me someone that looks like they're going through withdrawal, but this could even be a form of Tourette's of some sort. Now, if you're also jumping or jolting in your sleep, this could also be an adverse effect from them doing this surgery that they're doing. That it? Yes. Influence. Be careful of the people you're spending time. Make sure that they're a good influence on you. You'd be surprised at how much you wind up changing because of the people that you're... Even children. Be careful of the children that you're surrounding yourself with and who they're hanging around. These are nieces and nephews, and they spend a lot of time with other family members that are bad influence. And even the kids, I'm even like, I'm spending time with my nieces and nephews, and they could even be a bad influence at this point. Being kicked out of a sporting event. It's a group. All right. Who's being kicked out of what here? Who's being kicked out, and what is this, please? They can feel that you were pulling away anyway. I feel like they can tell that you were planning on leaving, or there could be meetings that are supposed to happen. If this is a secret society of some sort and you're late, or can we do this through Zoom? They can tell. This is the kind of thing where you would want to sabotage that before it happens. Yeah, this is one of those situations where, you know how we say sabotage and a blessing? This is what you want to do. This is not a blessing at all. Is this Freemasons or something, where maybe some of you want to be single? How does that work? I know that it was getting to the point where it felt like they wanted men to be gay, but you also had, it's the opportunist of all opportunists. We want you to have no wives. Are your looks changing and your health is deteriorating? Someone picked up on this. I hope you didn't get a tattoo. They were this is branding, it feels like. Oh my God, that's what it feels like. I hope it's not an actual brand. They wanted someone to tattoo something, a logo or insignia. They could be attacking you in some way if you're hobbling. I see a lot of people hobbling. I want to speak on this as well. I see a lot of people walking with walkers, and they have limps. Now, what this could be is, one, it could be from people faking having to be on workers' comp, faking injuries, and now you have a permanent hobble. This could also be people who were connecting. If you had problems with your feet, I kicked the door the one day, and it took me months. I felt like someone was breaking my foot with something from beneath me. They are using that type of thing, some laser, is it laser surgery? Robotics? Some type of robotics mixed with lasers, with virtual reality, and they were breaking my foot. They didn't stop me though. But this could be, now you know, or ask, there are people, were you getting involved with this? Because now, but there are people who are experiencing this shit, and I guess if you're leaving these societies or you don't want to be connected to these groups anymore, you're gonna be attacked. Just deal with it. It's gonna be worth it. You don't want to be connected to shit like this. Hate. It's the first thing. And wait again. Hated. I'll stop the world and melt with you. WID. Let's do it. They don't want you walking around. Is that what it is? We know that maybe you want to be single, you don't want to be gay, or you want to be independent. This could even be independent, okay? You don't want to be connected to a society. Now we're gonna attack you. No, that's not how it goes. When it's done, a spelling used by someone who thinks he's gangsta. It's becoming evident that when you don't want to be connected to these societies, then you now become targeted. Attention. Struggling to get attention. This is what they're doing. This could be Knight of Cups, that they're sending people to you now to offer some type of, I don't know, friendship, right? When really it's just to cause disruption in your life. You're going to have to stay introverted. There's a man here that gets a lot of hate because he's beautiful. Or this is beautiful men. And you're not gay, sir. It feels to me like a lot of threats of, we'll take your home, we'll lock you up if you don't join this group. So I'm going to put it out there. Anyone who's trying to force men to join a group that they don't want to join, death. That's it. They could be cloning men, because there's a lot of men who don't want to be involved with this shit anymore. Now they're creating men. It could be even robots, and programming them to join Freemasonry. No, you don't have to do that. You're sovereign beings. You don't have to do this shit. And the ancestors in the universe want you to know, if you rely on us, let us make some shit happen. Let us do some shit here. We see everything. You're not gay. Yeah, you don't know what this shit is. This is a secret society that you're joining. I don't know how they do this covertly, but I watched a video on the Y-Files the other day, and he was explaining how they do this, and you don't even realize that you're connected to some cult or secret society of men. And then now you wind up, what is it, 6 months down the road, and you look around, it's like, I haven't seen a woman, and I don't remember how long. Taurus, that's what this is. So be careful of this shit, man, especially if you can smell when someone's fresh off the assembly line. I've actually smelled and had that. I'm clairsentient as well. I can smell when somebody was just cloned or just came off, what is it? They get unhooked. They showed me them standing face forward, and they will ask them questions. They program them before they leave. Who is your enemy? Who do you love? Who are you loyal to, and shit like that? Be careful. Ooh, it's so gross. It's so weird. Beep. Awkward. These? Alright. I would walk 500 miles. This is to keep also people who are supposed to be with each other apart. They could even be telling you and creating documentation when these guys come off the assembly line, or wake them up. Is that what it's called? They wake them from their sleep. That they could even have had guys that were in some of these pods. You want me to talk about the pods? There are elites who have pods for the end of time. Where and it could even be the gods. It turned out in the end that, plot twist, it was all the gods and goddesses that wound up where they were given the means, whether you remember it or not, and your memory was wiped, that you have a pod somewhere, and there could be others that are trying to take your fucking pod, and they could be connected to this group somehow, that when you pass away, your soul jumps into it. You could have a fresh body in a pod and not even know it. But yeah, just be careful of this shit. Was I in the middle of saying something? No, I think it was just when they come off the assembly line, and then you're more or less programmed. These could be guys that have a twin flame or a soulmate, already have a wife somewhere that they're supposed to be with, and they're immediately pushed into some type of toxic ass group. This could be the day you stop doing that self-destructive thing that you do. Tell me about this self-destructive thing, please. Wanting to get even, feeling the need to have to win, getting even with... This is messages as well. Creating false messages, showing someone text messages, just lying. Also wanting to get even with people who are on a good path and you're not. Stop. Instead of attacking someone because they no longer drink, or they're celibate, or they don't do drugs anymore, or this is attacking people who stand strong on their own, that are stronger during dark times. There's a dark time coming. And I think that what they're saying is, especially for those of you who are on fentanyl and you're doing foul shit to people, the people who stood strong, this is only the strong will survive. This is going to be careful who you're attacking. That person may very well be the person who can save your life in the future, and you just don't realize it. That's it for that? Yep, no letters for that. Be back. All right. They want me to say again that there are people who are forgetting because of the memory of the cell memory being wiped, that you already knew that certain people that are being pushed into your life again, you already knew that they were connected to this group or that they were trying to do this to you. There's also mass rituals being done with graveyard dirt being placed in food all over the world. There are companies even getting involved with this. Death for you. Anyone who allows someone to come in and pushes his bullying companies into putting graveyard dirt and shit in the food, especially this is even putting poison in food, battery acid in food, in vapes and everything like that. Stand up and be strong and say no. Your businesses are suffering because of it, and if they're not yet, they're going to be. Gatherer. This is growing your own food if you can. Italian. They're putting it mostly in Italian food because Italian food, especially when you order Uber Eats, Italian food is the most popular food, pizza, pasta, whatever, logically. Gatherer. Oh, they're gathering all the chosen ones and the gods or people that have a certain DNA and getting them arrested, putting them in jail. People doing this, death. Yeah, that's going to come to an end. What's going to happen is there's going to be a riot. And it's going to happen supernaturally where for some it could be mental manipulation from afar of having guards just throwing the keys into the cells. Yeah, this is going to happen. Those of us who are real strong telepathically and we can manipulate someone to actually take action in a situation, that shit is going to flip and then they're going to get out. Yep, this is going to be them getting out. And now what? Oh, they're sending them to attack a divine feminine. Now, this divine feminine could have had something to do They could even be lying and saying that this is the one that put him in jail and you're the one that helped them get out in some way. I feel like what's going to happen now, if these guys were programmed or lied to attack the Divine Feminine, they're going to wind up partnering up with her instead. This feels like a whole bunch of vigilantes. Someone's gathering vigilantes that were in prison, or even people that may have had their guard up with this woman. You're going to be, yeah, this is a leader. You're going to be some type of leader of not a cartel, but you could call it that. Yeah, these are all royal men here. It's more rare than I realized. There are some men that are realizing that this type of woman, you want to protect her. She's a leader, and it's okay that she's a woman. It's not a gender thing. This is, I appreciate the fact that when this woman is in my life, whatever it is, it could be business, friendship, relationship, my life gets better. That's what a leader is. Sometimes it doesn't have to be a man. I think we need to stop thinking that men are stronger or women are stronger and just say, what is my life like when someone like this is in it? Yeah, this is going to be solid connections with this woman. Now, this could even be sex. This could be a Divine Feminine that's starting some type of cult, organization, what you want to call it. It's healthy, though. Maybe you're not supposed to be with one man, Divine Feminine. Maybe you're supposed to actually be with multiple men. How they did it in royal days. Yeah, this is something that with your bloodline. Okay, maybe some of us have to just accept the fact that being with one person is taken into consideration, maybe, they're saying, and I have to say the same, that you're supposed to be with multiple men. Now, there's a possibility that there could be a man that you're with that may even be gay. It feels like alternative lifestyle with respect, though. Let's say we're together. I don't feel marriage, but if you're already married, this could be something that you may want to take into consideration. Is you may wind up being with women as well. It could be that the two of us have a bond, right? It's a sexual thing. With this organization. But maybe we both, especially if the two of you don't have jealousy, this will be perfect. Where you're that confident or good looking in yourselves that we don't ask, don't tell. That's going to be what this is. Okay. I'm going to go back and blame this guy. Right. It's good. That's what it's going to have to be. It's going to have to be, I don't ask you any questions. Now, how does this work with sexually transmitted diseases? If you don't put any focus on them, this could even be that you have random drug tests or consistent drug tests to make sure. You're going to have to be very, very, very careful with who you allow into this group while you're gathering. She is entertainment and powerhouse. Wed. I see wed. Somebody could be seeing fucking red because you're going to make this decision. Jax, jar, and real. Jax, wed, and real. That's it. That's it. I'm going to upload this. We're not going nowhere regardless. This is going to be real weird for a lot of people, but this is your life. Don't forget. Love you.